Welcome to Concordia Consularis, the spiritual and business agency of the Fifth World of Peace. My name is Angela Miller, and it's my absolute joy to share with you today lots of lovely, beautiful information that will benefit your evolution positively and in a fast-track way. So today we're talking about reconciling ancestral debt. And what does that mean exactly? Well, with a reconciling of karma and debt, making spiritual accounts consistent with our experience, with our existence, so that all energies tally up through our own energetic makeup across reality, space and time. So when we tally up our books, everything becomes into a kind of harmonic balance, and you begin to notice all kinds of different parameters, positive movements, interconnectivity with yourself and the fifth world of peace, and these higher frequencies coming in. So we accrue guilt, we accrue negative emotions that are being continually perpetuated by ourselves in this moment. The dark thoughts that we think about, the negative things that come up in our awareness, the blockages, the people, the places, the pain of existence, all of these things have an impact. And when we're talking about ancestral debt, you come from a long lineage who has lived through many, many scenarios in the story of Earth. And some of them are warring, you've experienced loss, you've experienced abuse, you've experienced torture, pain, movement, you've had to be separated from families, you've been in a terrible time where it has been of such a low frequency that it has caused you tremendous soul pain that is manifesting as illness today. Now, what can we do about this in our own existence? Well, we can reconcile and resolve all the trauma, all the issues that came to your ancestors. And we can do this in a very ancient, but obviously no, it's not obvious at all, in a kind of way that spans across eons. Now, you might have heard of no time, because time really does not exist on Earth. It's a false projection, a system to live by, a corrupt system to harvest your energy. So if you're watching this, the chances are that you're going to be aware of that. But how do we carry the burden of that system? Well, we carry it in a couple of ways. One way is through the ancestral karma, what our fathers, forefathers, foremothers have done, lived, what have they done in their own worlds that has affected their future generations, which are us, and how do we bring that into harmonic balance for our own future generations going forward? So we can inherit this at a DNA level through generational traumas, through generational illnesses, predispositions, weaknesses, and so on. So when we begin to look at this in more of an infinite way, rather than just within one host individual, you or me, we begin to shift our view into something, into an arena that is much more expansive, much more intuitive, much more certain in your own feeling, in your own way of being, and brings huge clarity and understanding to why you live in the way that you do, or why your family lives in the way that they do. What has affected them? What are their predisposed weaknesses that encourage negative scenarios in their existence? Well, we can resolve this. So these are characteristics of the actions or the karmas of your ancestors, your lineages, your culture, but also the slave system here on earth. So we at Concordia Consularis handle your spiritual negotiation in a very fast track way. Now, all races here on earth are here to resolve whatever issue they came with to resolve. There is no judgment. None at all. We're all here to do it. We've all had it. We've all carried it. Our lives have been impacted by this. But what we can do now is offer you a fast track resolution solution that lasts for eons in your own personal experience, giving you the wake up you need to move forward and realign yourself with the fifth world of peace instead of the harmonics of low frequency 3D matrix awareness, hooking into your existence, hooking into your light body, hooking into your DNA, being present within your DNA, having the codes there within you that might be negative or inputted from the system through the birth canal. So here is where we move on to system karma. What have you inherited from the system? Have you inherited a way of being, a style of existence, a belief in only one thing, that we are born, we live, we get married, we have children, and we die? That's what we're often told. That's how we perceive others as living. But is it really this narrow in our field of vision and awareness? Well, yes, it has been. But now things are massively illuminating in the realms of consciousness. Things are lightening up. And we are really beginning to see now a very clear picture of who's who and who does what, who acts in what way. And we can see the finite system and those who perpetuate it with their negative DNAs and substandard DNAs. They're finite DNAs. And I say that in complete neutrality because it is, otherwise you wouldn't behave like an evolved being. Is this evolution that has been foisted upon us in this year 2021? I really think that we need to check that, because we are tacitly giving our consent and sovereignty away. This is what those who perpetuate the system want. They want you to be low, they want you to be a slave, and they want your juicy energy. So then we need to look at what your ancestral actions were with the system. And, you know, this can really cause problems for the individual. It can cause problems for families. It can cause discord when all we want is to live in earth in peace, in complete harmonic resolution. The result is not satisfying for us if we think forward of what we would like our children to live, be, exist on. We can do this together. We can do it in peace. We are not required to live a life of slavery where you are being forced into situations that do not impact your world in a positive and beneficial way. Oh my, if you knew how free you could be from your inner world, reaching out across your multidimensional self, across your nature. We're offering that to you. Concordia Consularis, the spiritual and business agency of the fifth world of peace, will help you to reconcile the ancestral debt and system karma in your vehicle, in the vehicle that you drive the spirit and soul around in. This is what we've been waiting for. And we bring this to you on the 10th of October, 7 p.m. on Zoom. Do get in contact with me. You can find the links below. The checkout links are there. Do like, subscribe, share. This is huge. This is the culmination of 20 years of work in these realms. And it is my absolute heartfelt joy to bring this to you. in this fast track manner. If you want it, your technology can go at infinite vector speeds, infinite speeds that will harmonize your evolution, change your world, but most importantly, liberate you from unsovereign reality and the inheritance by no fault of your own that you live. Tlakasamati.